Jenna Coleman is here, ladies and gentlemen, for the screening of Doctor Who. Jenna Coleman, very nice to see you. How are you?
Oh, I'm great, thank you. And
what do you make of this? Look at this, thousands of people in Cardiff have come here to see you and Peter today.
What a welcome, what a kick-off. Wow, it's huge. The streets are lining up a really long way back. It's amazing. It's amazing, and a really kind of festival, carnival spirit. So thank you, Wales.
And the sun is shining as well for you.
The sun is shining, can you believe it? The sun is shining, and here we are. We've just wrapped on season 8 and ready to launch Peter as the new Doctor.
So I was talking to Stephen Moffat, you know, as you do on a Thursday morning, and he was saying that you literally wrapped yesterday. Is that right?
We wrapped last night and did a crew screening, so we finished at like 10 p.m. last night. Yep.
Fantastic stuff. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to walk this way up the red carpet, if you like, because we're just moving away from this background noise, because it's very noisy. Look, there are people there waving at you. Look, and this is amazing, isn't it, Jenna? You know, it's not just the older Doctor Who fan. I've been talking to a lot of them from around the world, but also the young fans as well. Does it stagger you that people travel the length and breadth of the country and the world to see you?
It absolutely staggers me. The amount of people from Israel, Turkey, America, Australia, like it has such an international following, and the efforts and lengths people go to not only, you know, get dressed up or get into character, but just to come down and support. I think the enthusiasm that you're met with is really staggering, and it's wonderful because, you know, you can talk to a 4-year-old and then talk to a 70-year-old, and it appeals to everybody. It's so kind of universal, and I think Doctor Who is really the only show that can do that.
Can you take us onto the set? Just give us a sneak preview of what it's been like. What has it been like, Jenna, working with Peter and the crew? Because they're such a dedicated crew, aren't they?
Oh, the crew are amazing. I think it's the ambition as well, the ambition of going to these worlds and bringing these worlds alive, from the art department to makeup, props, costume, and then doing it on such a time schedule as well is amazing. But a day-to-day basis begins with me and Peter just generally chatting nonsense and doing stupid, immature, puerile voices that make us laugh all day long, and being quite childish, really. That tends to be our relationship, and the crew have just got used to us now.
And what's he like?
Oh, he's hilarious. He's funny, the most gracious man, the most self-depreciating man that you'll ever meet. So humorous, so kind, so clever as an actor, and bold and brave and interested and interesting. There we go. That's a pretty good spiel right there.
That is really good. I have to say as well that you look magnificent in a lot of the press photos. There's one behind you there. Look at that. You look great. You look absolutely great. But how good does Peter look as well? Look at the red lining on that jacket.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of it's bold. It's kind of, I like the silhouette, and it's stark. It's very much, it just works really well for his character, especially because it's not fussy, and it's the silhouette of it, because he's quite he's a lot darker. He's a lot darker and a lot more enigmatic, and you can't quite get to know him or access him in the same way as you have been able to do with the other Doctors. So there's something removed, and I think the costume is great with a flash of red.
So here's the thing, Jenna, you know, we've got to know Peter very, very well as Malcolm Tucker in the thick of it, and I bet he's probably going to be sick to the back teeth of journalists like me and presenters asking him that same question. But Stephen was saying it's important to get that thread of humour throughout Doctor Who. Is it a funny series?
It is, but it's funny in a different way. The tone is different. It's a lot like Peter is amazing at being hilarious, but without really trying to be. So it's kind of this throwaway humor. Do you know what? He is just funny. He is funny. He's a funny person, and I think that comes through, but at the same time he holds this kind of presence and gravitas as the Doctor as well. So there's something quite kind of mythical about him. He becomes more of a mythical, rather than, he's not just your friend. He is more removed than that, I think.
And Jenna, you know, you do all these interviews, you look at that big image behind, you're standing in the TARDIS next to Peter Capaldi, you are on Doctor Who. Do you sometimes have to pinch yourself and think, I cannot believe what I am doing for a living right now? I am in Doctor Who. I am the Doctor's companion.
On days like this, it's quite incredible, but also on days that you have on set, and I think it's just the nature of the storytelling of you get to travel through all of time and space and go and see all of these things, and I think the nature of that adventure is amazing storytelling. And that's what I love.
Jenna, I'll let you go and talk to the fans. I know a couple of them want photos, and they also want selfies and autographs. Listen, it's been a great pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much indeed. And I wish you the very best for the new series. Lovely to see you. Thank you very much. Jenna Coleman, ladies and gentlemen, fantastic.